Welcome to something special and rare. It's number 1 versus number 2. These kind of matchups become part of college football history. The entire landscape looking in on this game today. Will we get something special? Welcome to College Station, Texas, and Kyle Field, the legendary home of the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kurt Crumbstreet. Kurt, let's get right to the action. The Aggies will kick it away and start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Frazier. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. To throw, it's Stockton. Makes a quick catch. Breaking free at the 35. Quick juke to get free. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49. And we have an absolute lightning strike on the first play from scrimmage here.
How about that? Right out of the gate, they're going for the big play, and they hit it. What a way to jumpstart this offense.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Muscles past the defender. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Dogs. A tough run all the way to the end zone. What determination.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the one moves the ball up to the 33. Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge, the biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be into that postseason at the end of the year.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Same tailback, another carry. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Passes incomplete, but a penalty marker on the play that should result in a first down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So the offense comes up now in first down thanks to that costly penalty. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Second down play coming up. a draw play. He's got room to run. He's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49. Well, the season just got a lot more intense. This could be fun. Premier, 1 versus 2 matchup, Kirk, right here in the middle of the season.
Yeah, middle of the year to get 1 versus 2. This obviously is going to have a lot of implications as far as the playoff is concerned. And I'm just curious to see a big game like this. Do you ease your way in, or do you take a couple big swings to try to establish who could be the dominating team?
Did not get there, and now it's going to bring up 4th down and 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So they take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn that ruling on the field. And the Aggies will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. A designed quarterback run. Oh, he fumbles. The defense scoops it up.
Oh, that's just a cruel twist of fate. He passes the line to gain on 4th down. Everyone is momentarily relieved, and then he fumbles the ball.
And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Close to the tight end. The senior quarterback lucky that didn't get picked off. Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Georgia.
So they have to come up with something here on 3rd down after the incompletion. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Good job here by the defense on 3rd down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
The offense will go for it here on 4th down and 3. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Close to the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. Here comes the bunch formation. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
rusher got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
So the offense faces third and short from the +26. Might be four-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Pass caught. They're able to convert. Now it'll be first and goal at the 6. They bring him down, but the veteran quarterback shows off that trademark arm strength.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, Kirk, it's Georgia on top so far. And at the end of the first quarter, let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. We've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter with the offense set up second and goal. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Launching one to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
Risky throw here on second down. You know, small spaces down here can be an issue for any quarterback. Very interested to see what they call here on third down coming up.
Here. Now a long way to go on third and goal. Out of the gun now on third down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. So on fourth down, they will settle for a field goal attempt. They'll set up at the right hash mark for this chip shot. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. And they add to their lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. Kick bounces out of the back to the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. He's running out of time here, and he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
So second and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough third and long situation. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
And it's a nice job by this defense. They saw option, actually forced the quarterback to pull the ball on the read, and then they corral him for a loss. You could tell they worked hard on that in practice.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Back to pass. It's Reed. Great catch over the middle. And they wrap him up after the completion just short of the first down marker.
Great job by this defense of tackling in space. They are going to keep him short of the first down marker, and a big decision for this head coach on whether or not to go for it or punt it away.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so it's sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. Wideouts now clustered. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Keeping it on the ground here. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
First down here for this offense. Trying to find some room. It's Frazier. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Pass is incomplete, but there's a flag. This is a big call coming up. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Dropping back. It's Stockton. The receiver makes the catch. And they get the conversion there. Set up now 1st down at the 38.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
And the ball is hauled in. He'll earn the 1st down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
How many 1st downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. Second down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st. We've reached the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. Let's see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Here comes a handoff. Runs right over the defender. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The Dogs line it up with 1st and goal. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Swarm for the pass rush. A sack. Defense takes their 3rd and final timeout of the half to talk strategy.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on 1st and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on 2nd and goal.
So the ball moved back to the 12 for 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. And they'll use the ground game here. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, Chris, we're still here in the first half, but you got to wonder after that stop there on 3rd down. Now we got a 4th down situation. And now you're in the red zone. I wonder, you want to take...
And it's blocked. The kick was low. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. 1st down, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the catch and gets his foot down. What a play. Good for a 1st down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And it's incomplete even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw. It's Reed. Throws it to the right. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Caught by the receiver. That's enough to move the sticks and give him a 1st down at the 41. 1st down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. He breaks free. As the 1st down is still going. They make the stop, but the offense is set up in scoring position. 1st down from the 23.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Grab down the middle. It's Owens. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. The Aggies hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
And that's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. Don't forget, good blocking up front by the big fellas. And this running back, he just seems to have a nose for that 1st down marker. A few more runs like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
Good throw, catch made. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. So on 2nd down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. He missed it. Off target that time. And after the miss, they're still down by 10. The Minnows going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Dogs will kick this away to begin the 2nd half. Comes the Aggies offense back on the field. The ground game ineffective in the 1st half. Let's see if they stay patient or look to open up with the pass game. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Sticking with the running game. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Caught quickly. Looks like Texas A&M will have the 1st down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try the option play here. Pitch to the back. Stop right there at the line. No gain.
And the defense is all over the option on this play. That play didn't have a chance from the beginning.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Dropping back. It's Reed. Pressure is coming. Hit just as he throws the ball. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. Solid gain on the play there. Wiped out by the penalty flag. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
Well, Chris, halftime is about trying to make adjustments off what you learned from the first half. You come out to start the second half thinking about this is how we're going to set the tone, and you throw an interception. It's going to put a lot of pressure on this quarterback the rest of the game.
Has the first down and more. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play, and here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
And the PAT stretches the lead to 17-0. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Looks left and finds his target there.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They'll run it to the left. Tackle, but first down.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
First down and 10. It's a quarterback keeper. Gets into space at the 50. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it, big positive yards, and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. To the air. It's Reed. Makes the catch. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
This offense has been struggling, still scoreless, but on the move now with a 1st and 10. Here's the option play. Oh, and a fumble here. Can you believe it? The defense has got it. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Georgia. And the defense joins the scoring party now. That's a scoop and score defense making a monster play there.
Well, his eyes must have gotten so big when he saw that ball pop out, chance to pounce on it, and instead of doing it the more conservative way and just falling on it, he decides to take it to the house for a touchdown, something he'll remember for the rest of his career.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball. He had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
Looking deep to the right side. And he's got it down there inside the 35. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
This defense flying in there trying to get their hat on a ball. They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
Now, looks like the head coach made a smart move in that challenge. Officials are going to overturn their previous ruling after getting a look at that replay. 1st and 10 now for the offense. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. It's a short return. They make the tackle to the 25, but what a play for this defense.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And he's got it again. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, this guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. And they pick up the first on the ground. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
How impressive these guys been up front today. Big 3rd down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
They're going to run the option. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, when they called that one in, I doubt they thought it was going to go backwards like it did. Normally, you can get a few out of these option plays, but they got nothing here.
Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that first down loss. QB keeper all the way. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down to the 48. This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Takes the snap and takes off on the run.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, The goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Now it's second down here. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, you keep getting these chunk runs by this offense. They keep moving the chains and putting a lot of pressure on this defense, especially on a long drive like this. This defense looks clearly worn down.
And as we take a break, take a quick look at how the national rankings stack up in the chase for those playoff positions. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. He'll hand it off. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
They'll run it here. Running through the tackle. Looks like Georgia will have the first down.
Well, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the fourth quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. The long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
How about the defense taking advantage? 3rd down in inches. They blitz, expecting run, but instead, the quarterback has the ball, and they come up with a sack.
And it's good right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
So after building this big lead, they're set to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime. Get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the fourth quarter. You don't want to give up the big play. Force them to throw underneath. Tackle them inbounds and keep that clock moving.
Dropping back. It's Reed. This time a completion.
Chris, it just feels like the offense is almost teasing the defense with this play. As an offensive coordinator, quarterback, you're often looking for that soft spot in the zone. And here, they do a nice job of finding that hole for a nice gain.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. He keeps it on a design run. The gain is enough to move the sticks. Ball at the 40.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game to get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. But a huge collision blow delivered there by the linebacker.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Here's the second down play. On the ground, it's Owens. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down. Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? He gets loose. Breaks into the clear. He makes the tackle, but not before he gets all the way to the 30.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball.
Looking downfield near the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
Well, unfortunately, that just sums up what kind of day it's been for this offense. Just no rhythm, no chemistry. They've been off all day and have no points to show for it here in the fourth quarter.
They come up third and short. This is the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. It's Reed. Grabbed by the receiver. The tackle is made, but the gain sets the offense up. First and goal from the 9.
Hey, that's a great gain right here for these guys, and it hasn't been a good day, let's face it. But I love the fact that they're still fighting. And a drive like this, who knows what it could do for you? Maybe get points on the board, maybe not able.
Touchdown, Aggies. This quarterback on fire today.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offensive coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Bringing it out, it's Frazier. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. First down loss sets up second and long from the 11. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. And the quarterback just takes a knee. And the Bulldogs will bring their punt team onto the field. And the ball is away from his own end zone. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. The offense just going to take a knee here. This one is over, and they can begin to think about how to improve. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the quarterback will take a knee. Well, this is a stunner. It's a football team that walked in here with that number 1 attached to their name, and they got humbled today, just blasted.
I love that you said walked into this game because that's how they played throughout the entire football game, and they got embarrassed. This was a statement today by this winning team and really a declaration to the entire college football world.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.